Here's another extension assignment for people who finish early. If you look at what happens here, whenever I click, it adds new ball objects. And the ball objects all seem to kind of find a configuration where they're kind of equally spaced from each other. And they all kind of bounce around. What's happening here? What I'm doing here is I have connected all of the ball objects to each other with invisible springs. And the invisible springs exert force on all of the ball objects to try and keep them a distance of exactly 100 pixels away from the other ones. Alright, those of you in physics know about Hooke's law. Hooke's law describes how much force a spring will exert as a function of how far it's been stretched or compressed. So here you see that the force being exerted is proportional to the distance that the spring has been stretched past whatever its resting state is. So in my program what I did was I said, let's pretend that all of our invisible springs are happy when they are length 100. Then what I did, let's run it again. Then what I did is for every single ball object, I loop through all the other ball objects. And I find what's the distance from each ball to the next one. Once I've found that distance, I construct a force vector that's pointed from one ball toward the other. And I set the magnitude of that vector to be proportional to whatever that distance was. And then I add that force vector into the ball. And then I move on to the next ball, and I find its distance. I set a new force vector that's pointed in the new direction, and I set its magnitude to be proportional to whatever the distance was. You want your proportionality constant to be very, very, very tiny. So here my distances are about 150 pixels, 200 pixels, but the actual amount you want to change your x speeds by are more like 1 or 2. So I believe that my proportionality constant was something like 0.006. I wish you luck. It's a cool little gizmo.